before we get started, go ahead and subscribe here to my channel and then click on that bell notification so you're notified every single time I post another video. And listen, I'm gonna say thank you right off it because I know you subscribe. So make sure you click the link in the description box and download your free ebook on porosity, teaching you how to find your own porosity and giving you a little something special. So in the videos listed in the description box below, I told you guys multiple times about the different forms of damage, and in this video we will be tackling chemical damage. If you want to know more about heat damage and mechanical damage, then check the links in the description box below. But let's get to this chemical damage. As you can see, her ends are looking pretty rough, and it has nothing to do with heat damage whatsoever. She only got her hair straightened once every blue moon. This came from her coloring her own hair at home from, I don't know, videos that she may be seeing online. It would seem to some people that using a round brush would be causing excess tension, but I will have you know that if you know how to manipulate a round brush properly, it is one of the most beautiful tools that you can use to manipulate the hair when you are doing a reparative service. Because whenever you're doing a reparative service, it is really important that you master control over each individual strand of hair. And of course, it's really hard to do that. But when you have a brush like a round brush with bristles that are very close together, it is very easy for you to take control of the hair and the bonds of the hair as you are trying to reconstruct them while the hydrogen bond is broken when you are taking the hair from alpha keratin to beta keratin. If I'm confusing you at all, make sure you check the links in the description box below where I go deep into the science of hair. And listen, you'll be feeling like a hair scientist too, okay? So at this point, she has already been washed, deep conditioned, and she has had a silk fusion therapy treatment. You will keep seeing bottles pop up on the screen with my logo on them. I do not have my product line anymore. Nothing bad happened. If you want to know why I stopped my product line, check the link in the description box below because I went into it a couple of years ago. But my formula for silk fusion therapy is patented. I do not plan on bringing it back, but it is one of the things that helped me get my name, guys, because I love science so much that silk fusion therapy was literally a wonderful product that helped you to get a healthy dosage of the amino acids that your hair needs to thrive and repair itself, whether it's from regular chemical damage, from regular wear and tear on the hair, anything. Okay, so in this case, this is what we are doing. So now, as you can see, her hair is looking a little better. However, I need you guys to understand that when it comes to products like this or any type of reparative treatment like this, it is really just a band-aid, guys, because if you do not trim the ends properly, after the band-aid is removed, those ends will continue to split. Okay, so yeah, in this case, the hair was a bit over processed at the ends. You guys, I want to talk to you about hair color. Remember, anytime you are coloring hair, what you are doing is putting an ammonia based product on to open the hair's cuticle and break down the bonds that are holding the hair together. And once you break down those bonds, you begin to extract either the artificial pigment or the natural pigment that's in your hair. After you extract that pigment, you then deposit a new pigment where the old pigment used to live, girl. Okay, and then after you put the new pigment in, you have to then seal the cuticle back up after you put in new nutrients to balance out the new formation that you have given the hair. So you just coloring your hair one time and then you putting them there thinking you cute, girl. No, that's not okay. You're gonna be a bald head skittle diddle with no hair in the middle. That's how it goes, because the hair will continue to break down over time. If you guys want a really detailed video about silk amino acids and about the different silk aminos that your hair needs and that your actual body needs, then make sure you leave it in the comments below. if you are getting a little bit annoyed of the faces that are popping up, all of my clients do not necessarily want their faces in the video. However, I do want you guys to know that when my clients found me, they were finding me on Instagram and on YouTube. So whenever my clients booked appointments, they would agree to be filmed. Plus, it was a big old camera and lights everywhere. So it was no way they didn't know that they was being filmed. But anywho, we sitting here talking through this video. If you haven't noticed already, mute it if you don't like it. So now I'm going to go ahead and straighten her hair. If you want to know what products I use, make sure you check all of the links in the description box below. I'll leave a list of all of my products, or all of the products that I use, on my Amazon store. And yeah, okay, yeah, just to let you know, I do get just a little bit chunk of change if you purchase some over there. So help it play out, you know, or don't.
Come on over, let's pick up where we left off. You and I had lots of love just to top it off. We can wind it down for days, never let it stop. I just want your everything, baby. Maybe later we can dance, never let go. Listen to our favorite songs on the radio. Losing up and lose ourselves to this feeling, oh. I just want your everything, baby. I'll be deep under your influence tonight. Ooh, keep it coming, babe. I don't mind another round. Drinking from your bottle, baby. Calling it wasted love, wasted love. I can't get enough of my baby. I'ma be wasted love, wasted love. I'm spilling liquor on the carpet, on the couch. I feel it dripping from my mouth. Drinking from your bottle, baby. Calling it wasted love, wasted love. Moon is rising and the stars are coming out. But we're missing 'cause we're way down on the ground. Ain't nobody interrupting if we decide. I just need an hour with you, baby. Yeah. Then we be blinded by the lights, oh. We get this feeling, oh, so right, oh. I'm so over being sober, you're all I know. I just need a night with you. Drinking from your bottle, baby. Calling it wasted love, wasted love. I can't get enough of my baby. I'ma be wasted love, wasted love. I'm spilling liquor on the carpet, on the couch. I feel it dripping from my mouth. Drinking from your bottle, baby. Calling it wasted love, wasted love. I'll be deep under your influence tonight. Ooh, keep it coming, babe. I don't mind another round. Drinking from your bottle, baby. Calling it wasted love, wasted love. I can't get enough of my baby. I'ma be wasted love, wasted love. I'm spilling liquor on the carpet, on the couch. I feel it dripping from my mouth. Drinking from your bottle, baby. Calling it wasted love, wasted love.
Okay guys, so at this point we are halfway done. All of those lines that I showed you, I wasn't saying like, oh, this all the hair you need to cut off. Like, no, that's not what I was saying. I just wanted you to see all of the different places that there is breakage. Please understand that you cannot just focus on the long pieces of your hair and completely ignore everything else, because it's the little itty bitty foxes that destroy the vine, not the really big ones. Okay, it's the little things that you're not paying attention to that end up destroying your hair. So after a long period of time, once your ends begin to split, they will not stop. They will continue to split all the way up the hair shaft. And once they get done with the hair shaft, remember that your hair is still attached to the follicle. So it will begin to split inside of the follicle. And this is a direct effect on why there are so many different forms of alopecia. I can't talk. Alopecia. This is another reason why there are so many women who don't struggle growing hair. Most women don't struggle growing hair. They struggle retaining the length. And this is because the only focus is on growing hair. But the main focus needs to be understanding what your hair needs and understanding what phase you're in as it pertains to the hair growth cycle, because there are different phases. And if you are not doing the right things during the right phases of the growth cycle, you will damage your hair. And that's just the reality of it. I'm not trying to say that, oh, if you're a hairstylist, I'm better than you or nothing like that. But a cosmetologist went to school to learn all of the different stages of hair growth and what to do and what not to do during those stages. So if you see right there, there is another really big hole. And I want you guys to understand, even though holding on to that long hair, it feels good, all you're doing is hurting yourself in the long run, because they will continue to split all the way up the hair shaft. I know I keep saying that, but I really want everyone to focus on health. Yes, it's really cool, like having a cute color. Oh, that's cute. You know, having your curls looking cute. Oh, that's cute. But no, we need to focus on the ends. A lot of people ask, how can I, keep myself from having all of these split ends? What do I do about single strand knots? The thing that you focus on is the preventive measures. You guys need to stop playing defense and play offense. But the natural hair community teaches you to be in a constant state of defense. You are always fighting like, oh, I gotta fix my ends. My ends are split. This is wrong with my hair. You're always fixing something. Whereas if you have the proper growth regimen, and if you have the proper regimen to protect the scalp and all of those different things, then you're not always fighting. You are more than a conqueror. In that case, girl, that means you don't even gotta fight. Hello? Like, you won't even have to fight at all if you just have a steady regimen for your hair. So right now, her hair is looking great. But remember, I am only putting a band-aid on with this silk fusion therapy. And this band-aid is to get you through the new regimen that you have. So once I gave my clients this silk fusion therapy treatment, their hair would stay straight for about 3 weeks, and then they were to follow a pattern. And then once they followed that pattern, then we could get them back on the growth cycle. I don't know if you can see in the back, like in the corner, where like through the mirror, how the back looks. This is not to embarrass anyone. Everybody makes mistakes. Everyone has played hairdresser in the living room before, and that's okay. But you guys, just because your hair is long does not mean that your hair is healthy. I've had so many different women on these coaching calls that I've been doing lately. I'm gonna have a lot of those videos coming really soon, not with anybody's faces in it or anything like that, but just to show y'all, so y'all don't think I'm just making it up. But a lot of women, when I had them go ahead, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stalk you, make sure you straighten your hair out, put a white shirt on, even if you do it yourself, and be honest with yourself. Everyone is like, oh my God, Cyn, like, you're right. Like, I have to cut so much of my hair, only because even though, yeah, their hair look long, after they asked me, or after they told me, okay, Cyn, well, my hair is really dry, or it's breaking off, it's really brittle, it's thinning throughout the crown. That was everybody had the same issues, but the bottom line was there was no routine, and everyone was packing their scalp full of heavy butters and not doing proper retention. I've already taught you guys what all of your growth phases are, but I can also prove to you that if you follow a certain regimen, your growth phase will be perfect. Because like I said, you're supposed to be growing at least a ½ inch of hair every month. So at the end of each year, you should have a minimum of 6 inches of new growth. A minimum. So in a video that's coming really soon, I'm gonna prove it to you guys, because I've recorded the whole thing. You guys saw me when I shaved my head, and from the day that I shaved my head to today, I have well over 6 inches of hair growth. So my first initial growth phase, my year-long growth phase, was very successful. So I think that has more than proven to you guys that if you follow a steady growth cycle, your hair will grow. No, I'm not trying to get my hair to grow 5 inches in 2 months. I'm not trying to get my hair to grow 17 inches in 48 hours. I'm just not doing it. I want my hair and my body to have a healthy regimen that I can keep up, because listen, all of this stuff that you guys are trying to do really quick, it's equivalent to somebody that goes on a diet abruptly. Like, you just stop eating meat, you stop eating sugar, stop taking in any sugar, no soda, no nothing, and then you lose all of this weight. But what happens is, when you start living like a regular human being again, then you gain all of that weight back. And it is the same exact concept with you guys doing all of these different things, like using coochie cream, monostat on your scalp, and all of these other things that you guys are doing for instant gratification does not have longevity. Because most of the naturals that you guys saw that were telling you guys to do all of this stuff, the long-term effects have shown up, and most of them are shaving their heads and starting over from scratch. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's a growing phase and a learning phase, and it's not their fault that y'all just came in on that growth phase and did everything they told y'all to do without doing y'all own research. I'm just saying. Okay, so I need everyone to really pay attention to their hair and really learn your hair for you and for yourself. Once again, if you want me to break down the different phases of hair growth again for you visually, make sure you are subscribed here to my channel with that post notification on, because that video is coming. I have literally been recording this video for a year.